this question. This is to be solved. It is going to be for a 2 mark actually. It is not. If it is a 1 mark question, take your calculator, put the values in the calculator, find the answer, and then you have your answer in your hand. That's a very good and easy way out. Okay, but the rest are the things. If you see what is there, if you see if it is coming for 2 marks, you have to apply the identity for this one. And what is the identity that you would be applying in here? Because this is like 3.5 square 3.4 square minus 2.6 square, we are going to use the identity a square minus b square. What is the identity speaking about? It speaks about a plus b times of a minus b is what I will have here. Okay, now what is my a? 3.4 is my a. This becomes my a and this becomes my b. Okay, so we are going to substitute in here 3.4 plus 2.6, and we will have 3.4 minus 2.6 is what we will have. This will turn out to be how much? 6 becomes 0, and 336 6.0 over here, and then we have this one turns out to be 0.8 is what we get. Okay, then once we have got this part, we are going to substitute it into the equation. So it becomes 6.0 times of 0.8 over 1.6. Now if you look at it, we can see that the 0.8 and 1.6 are like the times table of 8. They can be cancelled by the times table of 8, right? So 8 ones are 8 twos are. Then what you're left with? 2 ones are 2 threes are. So the answer for this is 3. What is the answer? The answer is 3 for this one. Now moving ahead, we have the other questions in here which say that write these numbers in order of size. Start with the smallest first. Okay, now in this particular question, again what you're seeing that some of them are in the fraction form, some of them are in the percentages form. Okay, so when you have the fractions and the percentages in here, we have to convert all the we have to convert all of the fractions into the percentage decimals, so that it becomes easy for us to write down and evaluate our answer, like which one is smaller. To judge it becomes quite very easy. So how do we do that? We are going to take the first one is already done for you. 0.82 is given to you, and the next one is 4 divided by 5. That turns out to be, you have your calculators in your hand. This is a fraction. Some students will say, how do I put a fraction in it? So it is 4 divided by 5 in the calculators, and its value turns out to be 0.8. Okay, this is 85%. Now what is the meaning of percent? Cent means 100. Cent means 100. So it means 85 per, this is the symbol for per that we use, and cent, 100 comes here. So in the calculator, you're going to put 85 divided by 100, and then you get the answer as 0.85 for this one. Some students already, they know that it is 0.85. Some who do not know, you can just put it in the calculator and learn it. 2 divided by 3, again it's a fraction, so put it in the calculator and you get it as 0.666 is what you're gonna get. Okay, and then we have 7 over 8. So when I do 7 over 8, it is going to be how much? It is 0.875. Okay, now when I look at it, I know which is the smallest one of all. Okay, this one is the smallest one. No, not this one. 0.66 is the smallest of all. So we are going to write, we will not write 0.66. Nope, you would be writing this term here. Okay, so in the order, if I start, 2 over 3 comes here. Then I have my 4.5, which is 0.8, 4 over 5, sorry. So it goes as 4 over 5. Then I have my 0.8 goes here. Okay, 0.8 is here. And then likewise, I have my 85%, 82 comes here. 85%, and lastly it is 7 over 8 is what I get for this one. Okay, moving ahead with the next question. Given that 4.5 times of 5.5 is equal to 24.75. Okay, fine. Then what is the value of 0.45 and 550? If you have handy calculator, do it and write your answer. If they say without calculator, you have to show the working, then you will have to learn how to do the working. So how do you do? In here, if you see the 0.4, the 4.5 has become 0.45. And how does that happen? That happens when it is multiplied by a, or it is not multiplied but actually divided. When it is divided by a 10, the decimal shifts one position towards the left. Okay, so that is exactly what has happened over here. When you divide a number, when you divide a number by tens, hundreds, or thousands, okay, the decimal shifts. What is going to happen? The decimal is going to shift, and where it is going to shift? It shifts to the left. Okay, likewise, when you multiply a number with 10, 100, or 1000, then what's going to happen? The decimal is going to shift. Decimal shifts to the right. Okay, it is going to shift to the right as what we see here. Okay, so here this is one condition, one number that we have. The other number is 5.5 given to us. So what we are doing, we are multiplying and we are making it a 550. That means the decimal has been brought here. So how did we do? We multiplied this by 100. Okay, so the same thing has to be performed over here. What are we going to perform here? Two operations. One of the operations is divide by 10. The answer is going to be divide by 10 and then multiply by 100. Okay, so we'll take it here. It is 24.75. First of all, the first operation of 4.7 is happening. So it is divide by 10. The decimal shifts here. It becomes 2.475. Then the decimal, then it is multiplied by 100. Okay, for the second number, 0.5. 5.5 thingy. So the decimal is supposed to shift 1 and 2 places. So it becomes 247.5 is what I get for this one. Okay. Now, moving ahead, we have another question wherein they say use your calculator to calculate this particular thing, and then you are required to give all the figures on your calculator. So simply you are required to enter it in your calculator. Whatever calculators you have, use them very mindfully. Okay, solve the numerator first and then divide by the denominator. Okay, if you're using the older version of calculators, if you're using if you are using FX991ES and beyond, directly substitute the complete thing in the calculator. If you're not using this, then simplify by first solving the numerator. Okay, so let me just write down the answer for this one. It turns out to be 14.4166 and 7. This is the complete answer when you put it in the calculator. Now, some students who do not have fractions and everything in their calculator, calculate the numerator. 26.4 plus 8.2 you do. Okay, that turns out to be how much? It turns out to be 34.6. Keep it like that only. Then do the root in your calculator. Okay, so root of 5.76 you do. What does it turn out to be? 5.76. It turns out to be 2.4. Now you divide both of them. Okay, so 34.6 divided by 2.4. It turns out to be the same number again. Okay, so that's how you do it. Further ahead, we have another question. Write 1 by 8 in the decimal form. Okay, given for 1 mark, use your calculator, get your answer, which would be E. Not given. If it is given for 2 marks, show the working. 8 starts to divide my 1. 1 cannot be divided by 8, so I take a 0 and put a decimal here. Comes a 10. Then 8 ones are 8. 2 is left, decimal is already there, put a 0. So what's going to happen? 2, 8 2s are 16. Okay, 4 is left here. Decimal is already there, take another 0. 8 5s are 40. So the answer is 0.125 is the answer that we have here. Okay, further, 2 to the power x and 2 to the power times of 2 to the power y is equal to 2 to the power 10 is what we have, and 2 to the power x divided by 2 to the power y is equal to this. Now when you know, there are some identities. What are the identities? A to the power m times of a to the power n. What's going to happen? It becomes a to the power m plus n. The same thing is what is happening over here. This is the a's, okay, to the power x and y we have, and then to the power is equal to 10. So what we are going to do, we'll since the bases are same, we'll take 2 to the power x plus y is equal to 2 to the power 10. Further ahead, it becomes, when bases are same, you can equate the powers also to simplify them. So this becomes x plus y is equal to 10. This is equation number 1. The second is bases are same, subtract the powers. So 2 to the power x minus y is equal to 2 to the power 4. Then this turns out to be, bases are same, you're going to equate the powers now, is equal to 4. This is the second equation you have got. Okay, this is the simultaneous equation method that you are going to do here. Then there are many methods with it. X plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 4. So what do? Um, think of the numbers. If you want, you can simplify it. How? By simultaneous the substitution method. You're going to take x is equal to 10 minus y, then 10 minus y will be substituted in this equation. So in the place of x, I'm going to write 10 minus y is equal to 4. It becomes 10 minus 2y is equal to 4, and then this 10 goes towards the other side. It becomes minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 10, which turns out to be minus 6. Okay, this minus goes off. 2 ones are 3s are. So y is equal to 3 you have. Okay, y is equal to 3 I have. Now this 3 is to be substituted in the x. So that becomes x is equal to 10 minus 3, which is equal to 7. Is what we have here. Okay, now further next question, write the decimal value. So okay, x square, if I say x square, that means x multiplied by x. If I say x to the power 1 by 2, that becomes root of x. So here power is 1 by 2. There are two ways to do it. You can take it as root of 1 by 2, or let me solve this question and show it to you. Okay, 36 to the power 1 by 2 is given. Write down, how can you write 36? 36 can be written as 6 square. Okay, and then you already have your power 1 by 2. We are applying the identity a to the power m whole to the power n is equal to a to the power m into n. So this becomes 6 to the power 2 times of 1 by 2. This 2 gets cancelled. The answer is 6. This is one way to do it. Another is, this power means a root already, so root of 36. Root of 36 is 6. These are the two ways you can solve this question. Okay, next is, it says 4n to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 8n to the power this. Okay, so we'll write 4n 3 over 2 is equal to, because there is a negative power, always remember, if there is a negative power, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to change the position. Change the position of what? Change the base position. Okay, base position needs to be changed. And where is it required to be sent? Now this base, if this is the base, the 8 is the base here. Okay, now it is in the numerator, we have to send it to the denominator. Okay, so what do? Change the position means the numerator, if it is in the numerator, send it to the denominator. If it is in the denominator, send it to the numerator, is what we do. Okay, so it becomes 1 by 8 to the power 1 by 3. What did I tell you? For the powers 1 by 2, 1 by 3, simple way you can do. Okay, write these numbers down in the simplest form. So here it becomes 4n 3 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 cube it will become, and then this will multiply further with my 1 by 3. This 3 gets cancelled. I'm left with 1 by 2. Okay, now this 4 is here. It is 4n 3 by 2. So that becomes 1 by 2 here. Send this 4 down. It becomes n to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 1 by 8. Okay, 1 by 8 is what you get. Then what you're going to do, bring this 8, because we want everything in the numerator. We can do that. Okay, so n is equal to, how much does it become? N is equal to, n to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 8 to the power minus 1. Okay, 8 to the power minus 1, because 8 has come from the numerator to the other side. Or else you can just send this power towards the other side. What you can do, you can send this power towards the other side. So when it goes towards the other side, it becomes n is equal to 8 to the power 2 over 3. It becomes, they completely flip. Okay, they completely flip. So here it becomes n is equal to the cube. Now 8 can be written as 2 cube again. Then we have 2 cube here, 2 by 3 here. This 3 gets cancelled. N is equal to 2 to the power 2, which is equal to a 4 is what we get here. Okay, simple term. It is a little complicated question for your levels, your 8 level, your 8s, because of the fact that we have been doing this very easy type of questions, right? We have been solving easy type of questions for this. So we have this number given. We first tried solving this part of it because it has a negative power, and then what did we do? We simplified the complete this part, okay, and we got the value as n is equal to, and then we sent the n is equal to 1 by 2. We sent the 4 towards the other side, and after that we have sent, what do you call it, we are sending, my bad, it's 1 by 4 is the answer here, sorry. So we have this 3 by 2 as the power. This 3 by 2 goes towards the other side. It becomes, no, yeah, n is equal to 1 by 8 to the power 3 by 2. And then 1 to the power 3 by 2 remains the same again. Okay, and we will have 1 over 8 to the power 3 by 2. That turns out to be 2 cube. The power also switches. No, look at me doing everything ulta now. The power also switches. It becomes 3 by 2 becomes 2 by 3. Into 2 by 3. This gets cancelled, and I'm left with 1 by 2 square, which is 1 by 4. This is one way of doing this question, which is a long way. Another way is 4n to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 8 to the power minus 1 by 3 is given. Okay. First send this 4 down because he wants you to find n. So send this 4 down. 8 minus 1 by 3 is here. 4 goes down. Then send this power over to this side. So n is equal to 8 to the power minus 1 by 3. The power becomes, how much does it become? It becomes 2 over 3 divided by 4 to the power 2 over 3 is what you have. Okay. Then simplify this in the calculator. It becomes minus 2 over 3. 8 to the power minus 2 over, how much does it become? 2 over 9, sorry, yes. Okay. And this remains as 2 over 3. Make the bases same for both of them. Okay. Make the bases same. So this becomes 2 cube into minus 2 over 9. And this becomes 2 square into 2 over 3. Okay, then what do? We start solving it. 3 ones are, 3 threes are, and then we are having 2 to the power minus 2 by 2 to the power 4 over 3. Okay, change the positions here because they both are having the 3 3 3 in here. So take the denominators common. 2 to the power minus 2 over 3 minus 4 over 3. So what's going to happen? 2 to the power minus 6 over 3. That turns out 3 ones are, 3 twos are. So 2 to the power minus 2. That becomes, this would be your answer. If you want, you can write it as 1 by 4 also. Okay. So these are the two ways in which you can solve this problem. That is a little tricky problem. Hopefully they wouldn't be asking you that problem, okay? Then we have evaluate 3 to the power minus 2 in here. That means minus 2 means it is not in its position. Send it negative power, not in its position. Send it towards the denominator because this looks like the numerator. So it becomes first of all 1 by 3 square, and that is 1 by 9 is the answer. That's it. 36 to the power 1 by 2. 1 by 2 I told that means root. So 36 root, the answer is 6. Okay. Then you have 27 2 over 3. So write down, how can you write 27? You can write 3 threes are and 3. You can write it like this first. 9 threes are 27. Then 9 can be written as 3 threes are. So you get 3 cube for 27, and then you have a 2 over 3 at the top. So this 3 gets cancelled. It becomes 3 square, which is a 9. Okay, we get a 9. Then we have 16 over 81. 16 over 81, again the same thing. Can you reduce it down inside the bracket? No, 16 is a 4, it's an even number. This is an odd number. You cannot reduce anything inside the bracket. So reduce, how can you write 16 in a smallest form? 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4. 81 can be written as 3 to the power 4. Okay, then we have whole to the power minus 3 by 4. So here there is a power 4 and 4, same power. So we will take that out common. 2 by 3 whole power 4 into minus 3 by 4. This minus this 4 gets cancelled. What am I left with? 2 by 3. Negative 3 is left here, right? So negative power means change the things. The base you need to change upside down. 3 by 2 it becomes, and we are left with a cube. Again, now 3 cube becomes, now 3 cube over 2 cube it becomes. 3 cube is 27 and 2 cube is 8. So the answer is 27 over 8 would be the answer here that you would be writing. Okay. Now work out 4 to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1. Okay. Negative power, change the position. 1 by 4 square. That becomes 1 by 4 square is 16. 1 by 16. Okay. Then we have 16 to the power 3 over 2. Fine. So whenever you have this division type of powers, reduce the base down. So that becomes 2 to the power 4 into 3 by 2. Then 2 ones are 2 twos are. So 2 to the power 2 into 3, that becomes 2 to the power 6. That is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16, 16 twos are 32, 32 twos are 64. So 64 is your answer here. Okay. Now, surds. Surds is a topic that we need to pay attention to.